Alright, here is the Bomberlight MS548. This is actually entry level. We'll talk more about it here, but this is how it shows. I took the plastic off of it, then decided, you know what, maybe I'll film this part, but this is how it shows up. I think the crate weighs, I don't know, maybe 1,500 pounds. The actual implement weighs probably 1,000 pounds, but we'll get into the specifics here later on in the video. But wow, look at this thing, man. Pretty awesome. Got pressure gauges right there where you can see it from the operator station. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's get this thing, get it off the trailer. What do you think? Here's what the business end looks like. Hoses are tacked up underneath the machine. And the owner's manual's here. And this black bar here is the actual, like the tree pusher. So you got some assembly required. I just want to give you guys a quick look at the inside of it. It's got the Kevlar serpentine belt here. It's got, it's 1,500 pounds at 48 inches for the rotor width. P5000 is replacement teeth parts. It also says that maximum PSI is 5,000 with 23 to 36 gallons per minute with a max flow of 40 gallons per minute. And you have to have a case drain if you're going to use this on your particular skid steer. With that being said, I just want to show you all that. And this is their kind of their entry level beginners forestry mulcher. They do make bigger ones, but I'm telling you what, this thing is built like a tank. My word. I mean, 1,500 pounds it needs to be, right? But these are the teeth that are on it. Here, this thing is going to eat up some stuff. But this is what the teeth look like. Pretty neat machine here. I'll read the operator's manual and get all the details of it here before I actually go to use it. But I'm just checking for things like grease fittings and stuff like that for maintenance, so I can maintain it properly and get the most use out of it as possible. And plus, I'm not going to be using this, you know, week in, week out. This is a 3 or 4 or 5 weeks out of the year type machine for us here at the property, just to clear some underbrush and stuff every year. So if you were looking for an entry level, or if you run a landscape business, and you know, sometimes your jobs include, you know, cutting underbrush or forestry mulching, then this is the one you want to look into. It's fairly inexpensive when you start talking about forestry mulchers. And if you're not going to use it, you know, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, this is probably be a excellent choice for you. MS548. So let's get this thing hooked up and let's see what she does. Before we actually hook it up, I'm actually going to read the first time user tips. I'll go through here this is the operator's manual here. So I'll go and familiarize myself with the first time user tips. And then, because it talked about like for first time sharp teeth, don't go into rocks and stuff, which we don't have a lot of rock here, but anyway, carbide teeth break-in period. So I'll do about 4 hours in some stuff that is really don't have any trees in it. It's really just underbrush. And then once the teeth are broke in, we'll start chomping on wood.
I grew up in the country, back roads looking so pretty. Daddy didn't have a lot of money, but we had each other to see. Now I'm living in the city, trying to figure out this busy lifestyle. It's new to me, but we got each other to see. So let's go down, let's go down, let's go down to the river now. Let's go down, I'm feeling brand new.
All right, I've got the hydraulics hooked up. The new fittings, man, $200 something for those fittings. That's crazy, ain't it? So now we'll put it on the skid steer. We'll see how it works. If you want to see more videos of the Bomberlight product, Tony's Tractor Adventure has them. Dirt Perfect has some. GoodWorks Tractor has some. GoodWorks Tractor's great YouTube channel, and he's actually a dealer for Baumolite. So go check him out. Check out his website for some Baumolite products. And the Tractor Time with Tim, he also uses some Baumolite stuff. Rock Hill Farm, I think. So there's tons of channels out there to go look and see some other products that Baumolite offers. But we're going to get hooked up to the skid steer. And I'll just give you this disclaimer, okay? I've watched a ton of upstate brush control videos, so I'm basically an expert at forestry mulching, all right? All right, let's get this thing hooked up.
The world kissed all the pretty girls, but they couldn't make me feel when we get together. See, go chasing by the streets, try all your fantasies. The one thing you'll never be is we got each other. See, so let's go down, let's go down, let's go down.
All right, there's a lot going on that you have to consider. Like these gauges here, you know, I'm keeping my eye on the pressure gauge, and then the release here, or the case pressure, I should say. And so, you know, I'm getting up to about 1,000%, somewhere around in there. So I'm not going into the green, which is probably where I need to be. So I need to probably rev my machine up higher maybe. It's hard for me to tell how it rides on the ground. I just haven't felt that yet. So, but I mean, as far as like cutting grass, good Lord, it's insane, right? So this ain't really, like I say, this is just for me getting the feel of the machine. You can't see this in the video, but I mean, there's so many ruts here from where they pulled trees out. So what I'll do, maybe I'll come across this way and see how that goes. But well, I'll dodge that stump, because like I said, I want to try to break in the teeth before I get the stump cutting. So I'm just going to hit this thick stuff here, and I'll probably just come down through here, make this, and then clear out all that and see if that works. I think there's 1 or 2 stumps in there, but other than that, there shouldn't be anything in there that gives me too many problems. So let's try that. We'll come down this way where that grass is there, just square it off, and then take out this little triangle. Let's try that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the footage and see how the angle is on the head of this machine, because, you know, do I want it, see how the skid steer is, you know, the top is kind of off the ground there. Is that the way I want it, or do I want that skid steer all the way across the top, I mean level across the ground, you know, so that means I angle the head more forward. I don't know, gotta learn that stuff, you know. But it's, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's an art, that's for sure. So I gotta learn how to crank this thing out and cut some good stuff, because we got a lot of stuff to do. I'm not going to do all this, and the reason being is there's all kind of metal in here, culverts, rocks, you name it, it's all in there. So I'm not going to go any further than this right here with the machine. Let me see if I can give you an example of what I'm talking about. Right, here you go. That piece of concrete there. Now I can get in this area, but there's a tree root, a root ball from a tree, and there's a skank. See the skank on there? Hey buddy, what you trying to get? Oh, there he went. So, you know, there's tons of this stuff, and on over here is metal, culvert pipes and things like that that we pushed down in here that was already existing when we bought the property. So we're probably not going to do much more over here, but trust me when I say we have tons of work for it to do. I basically just wanted to get it out today, try to see how to operate the machine, see how it feels on the skid steer. Oh, here's a piece I run over. I got lucky. Look at here. Check this out. This is why I don't want to be down in this area. And that's a whole piece of culvert pipe right there. Good thing I was on the skid steer. So what I'll do is I'll set this off to the side where I can see it out in the open. Come back with my truck and throw it in the bed of my truck. Take it to the dump. But there's pieces like that all throughout here, so I need to be careful. Probably won't go any further into there. And it's a nice kind of a cover for the deer to come out of the swamp, come up this way. I don't know, maybe a little protection for the wildlife. So we won't take it all down. Let's go see if we can get one more little section I want to take care of though. All right, here's one more little section from that corner there to the right side of your screen here. There's quite a few stumps in there, so hopefully I don't hit all of them. But we'll check it out. I'll see what happens. Let's see if I can get y'all in the shade here so my camera don't overheat. Let's see if we can't take care of this here. All right, let me go get the skid steer.
I grew up in the country, back roads looking so pretty. Daddy didn't have a lot of money, but we had each other to see. Now I'm living in the city, trying to figure out this busy lifestyle that's new to me. But we got each other to see. So let's go down, let's go down, let's go down to the river now. Let's go down, I'm feeling right now.
Okay, I just realized you probably ain't gonna see nothing. Let me show you the finished product. Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't take into consideration the amount of dust it's going to do on the video, so sorry about that. But man, now let me tell you something. It's going to eat this thing up, but I got a lot of finessing to learn. You know what I mean? But as far as like the machine handling it, that ain't gonna be no issue, especially for the stuff I got to do. I mean, like I got to do a ton of this stuff. That's all, you know, half-inch, inch type yopons is what we call them down here. But just basically underbrush, a ton of underbrush to do. So this is what we'll get done with it, and it'll look good. Now I can use a bush hog over this and not worry about it. You know, now I can start maintaining it with a bush hog. Again, it's a Baumolite MS548. The company is called Baumolite. You can get them from dealers all across America and into Canada. It's a Canadian product. And TRUEWERK Tractors is a good dealer that you need to check into to see about what he's got, what kind of stock he's got. If you want to see some more videos like this, just search for Baumolite or search for Tony's Tractor Adventure, Dirt Perfect, Rock Hill Farm, those guys. And wow, we're gonna get so much done. I mean, that only took me, like, no kidding, 15 minutes, something like that. So we're gonna get a ton of stuff done. Now, when you see stuff like this, I'm gonna actually leave this because I like how that looks. You know, that kind of, not a canopy, but I like how that looks. Anyway, I'll trim it back some, but I won't cut it all off. But all right, I can't wait to show y'all more videos on the Baumolite MS548. Forestry mulching at its finest. Don't go that far, right? But we're going to learn. Y'all can come along and learn with me. I appreciate you guys watching. I got links in the description below for a lot of stuff that we use out here. Headphones, tools, things like that. So check out the links in the description. Help support the channel. If you're going to buy some stuff anyway, might be some discount codes in there for you. Save you a couple dollars. Anyway, hey, listen, I appreciate you guys. God bless. Take care. See you in the next one.